Men on the flip side don't want a woman that's saying, I don't need you. Ooh. I make my own money, so what do I need you for?
But wait, can I ask you a question? What is the problem with I don't need you to function in my life, but I do desire you. I do love you. I do want you, but I do not need you to
Oh, SD, what's up, SD? So
you talking that up on the humble, okay, because that's not Trip. That's and a lot of times I don't even fall in line with the traditional conversation, but like that's not how that badge gets worn.
Okay, how does
that badge doesn't get worn as I don't need you, but I love you. It's I don't need you because you triggered something in me that validated what I thought about y'all all along.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know that I have a whole new video up. Happy New Year's, guys. I know that some of you are still recovering from New Year's Eve, so I expect a lot of you to watch this video a little later. But don't forget, I have other videos to watch. But I think this one is an important one today. Today's video is going to be about women saying, I don't need a man. Now, I understand a little bit of where that comes from because there are men that will try to belittle women and make it seem like they can't do anything. And actually, while not all women can do what all men can do, there are some women that can fend for themselves, that can fix a car, that can rewire a house, that can do things like this.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a naughty one. Some more lubricants might be necessary. Alrighty. Oh. Woo! That was quick. Gotta give it a bit more of a finish. Lovely.
Now, that woman right there is probably in that 1 to 10% or 5%. I mean, most women I know, they have those real long nails. Even if they are tomboys, they look. I have to admit, I don't think I could just walk on there and start chopping that thick of wood in half, just like she's doing. Like maybe if I learned like a technique of how to do it or something. I'm not sure how much she can lift, but I assume I can lift more than her. But hey, I don't know. Looks can be deceiving. A lot of people sleep on me because I'm a shorter guy, but I'm stronger than what I look. So I don't underestimate really anyone with doing anything because people will surprise you. And while I will say that most men can do things that women can't do, there are some women that can hold their own. So I would never say like all women cannot do this or something. So and I'm pretty sure there's some women that can do some things that I can't do. So I'm not in the business of belittling women in any way, shape, or form. But it's just when y'all beat your chest of how y'all don't need a man y'all give certain men that have these certain arguments the power to come in and try to school you like this.
I would say we are the prize because we create life. And I say that you need us far more than we need you, because women can create the life that they want without a man.
So let me make this very simple. Women need men for survival. Men need women to propagate a society, because you're saying, oh, like we don't need men, whatever. They actually did an experiment on this. You ever seen Survivor or Bear Grylls? They put women on an island and they put men on an island. Mm-hmm. The women within hours were literally almost going to die. They couldn't clean the water. They couldn't cook. They couldn't hunt. They couldn't do anything.
They couldn't make fire.
They couldn't make shelter. They couldn't make fire. Mm-hmm. The men within a few hours had shelter set up, fire, and they were hunting. And they were able to go ahead and figure out, okay, you do this, you do that, you have the skill set, blah, blah,
delegation.
Blah. With the women, they weren't able to do that. Oh, do you want to kill this animal? They're over here taking a vote, figuring out if they want to do it because they're feelings. This is why I say men need to be in leadership roles, because women, their emotions cloud their ability to make decisions that might impede how they feel.
I do agree with that.
So,
for sure.
so women need men. Men don't need women.
We need each other.
We need each other. Why is that so hard to admit? Mostly to women. Why is it so hard to admit that? Look, you don't have to grovel and say like, oh, I need a man so much in my life. I understand that women make their own money. You guys can have OnlyFans. Having men contribute and give you money to fund your lifestyle or stuff like that. So when you say you don't need men, I don't know. I think that's a bit disingenuous. It's kind of like a man saying like, I don't need a woman for nothing. Now, in a way, as a man, we may not need a woman for a relationship, but we still need a woman for certain things in our life that only they can contribute. And even though she did say that, yes, women, you females can bear the brunt of bringing in the babies in the world, and cannot take that away from you. That is a huge burden and a huge I guess I would say gift. But the thing is, though, you still need a man's sperm. So even though you don't need the man exactly, only we can produce the sperm to fertilize the egg. So if all the men was wiped out and there was no sperm, there would be no babies. So in a way, you still need a man, even if you don't need a man to do the act. You still need the fertilizer from us in order to make the baby. Okay, so I think either basically what most women are saying, which you're shooting yourself in the foot, you don't need a man for a relationship. You do need a man to do things for you, or to donate, or to do things for you, but you don't need him for a relationship. Because truthfully, in a way, men don't necessarily need women for a relationship for this reason right here.
Okay, all right. Why do so many women today say they don't need a man?
Because we're independent as hell.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
What? Shit. He could learn one or two things from a woman.
Like what?
Love. Yeah. Love.
Okay. Do you think that men are incapable of love without a woman teaching them?
No.
Why do women think they're the ones who should define love and emotions?
Because we're more passionate, right? Yeah. We're more passionate.
Where's the evidence of that?
We birth. We birth.
Okay. All right. Why do so many women...
That right there. So women are so beating their chest. And not all women do this, but a sizable portion. Because just the other day, I saw a woman in my friends list put this post up. And I know it wasn't directed at me per se, but as women usually do, is really pit at all men in a way. Like, I don't need a man, okay? is not like I don't need some men, which however the why would you even say that? But there's other ways that you probably could say it or say, even though the other way to say is like I'm strong, independent, but I don't know a way that, or I haven't seen a way that when a woman is trying to put out there that they are independent and they don't need a man for nothing, that they don't say it in a certain kind of way of like trying to devalue what a man is, or trying to pit like, hey, I don't really need you anyway. Now some may go as far as that video very in the beginning of saying that, well, I don't need a man but I want a man. Okay, but see, that's too much explaining. Just say that, actually, I don't know, because I'm trying to flip it around. How could I say that I don't really need a woman in my life if I was to say that stuff right there of like, hey, I can just get an escort, or if I get a top tier enough, if I become a top tier enough man, like a musician, a sports athlete, or not even that, but if I get that kind of status, I can get women just laying down um, with me, hoping to get a relationship with me. But I don't need a woman for a relationship because I'm getting that need met. I can have a woman come clean my house. And of course, just in case I want a woman to come with me to on a date once in a while or something, I can call up a random girl that I know that I talk to, but we not in a relationship, and I can take her out for a company. And there we go. And that's leaving out the drama. So that therefore I don't have the drama in my life. So with women saying that so much, I start thinking of like, what does a woman contribute to my life? And there are lots of good things, but the drama is so huge. It's kind of like, do I really want to be dealing with that? And then if I get married and stuff and then it don't work, she's going to take me for half and take the kid, and then I'm going to pay child support and blah blah blah. Okay. Now, there's another video that I have here that kind of answers that question. Well, pokes holes in that answer of if a man can have these things right here, how it might be something missing.
Why are there so many women today who say they don't need a man?
I mean, because if they want to go 50-50 on things, I just don't need them.
Because there's a lot of bum-ass men out in the world who don't do enough, so us women can supply for ourselves now.
Because they're feminists and they like to be feminists.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
I don't know how to answer this question.
Because of human connection, of meaningful connection, to correct myself. Just there's nothing that replaces the authenticity of a partnership.
Right. Men need women in a sense because, I don't know, like they need our love. You know what I mean?
True. You can't really get true intimacy with a prostitute. You can bust a nut, but that's about it.
And that right there is definitely true. Because I've been out here in kind of the hookup culture type of thing. Not by choice. It's just that some of the women that I bumped into, I'm assuming they're either chasing a guy or chasing a lifestyle, or either they're on substances. I do not seek out, or I'd rather not mess with women that's on substances. But I know a lot of white women that I come across that I like initially. I tend to find out they're on something. They're on something. Usually it's weed, but however, the weed can turn into other things. Or either they drink a little too much. And once again, then I find out they are on something. But that being said, those women don't seem to want to have a relationship because they don't bring it up. Like I said before in the previous video, I'm using that one like, hey, can I be your boyfriend? Let's go steady or something like that. No, I'll hang out with them. I'll ask them certain questions. We'll get to know each other. Things may happen, and it's like they don't bring it up, and then the things that they will say, it'll seem like uh they're just out here like bouncing around something. So I do not take them seriously at all. But I have to admit, is no intimacy there. Is no real friendship, really. I don't really know them that much, and I guess they don't really know me. So that's why I will admit I know I'm more of a relationship type of dude. But of course though, sometimes I have needs. So then I will be out here seeing what's out here. But I will admit a lot of women out here are like this. If they're not like this, then they are in a relationship. Okay. And that's the only thing too, that if I do meet a woman that's relationship material, 9 times out of 10, she's in a relationship and she's going to monkey branch to me from somebody else. Not in all cases, but I'm going by my last ex-girlfriend. Even the one that I married, it was still somebody else in play that she was trying to decide between or something. I mean, I had a girl that I liked, but however, though, it's not like with that other girl. Me and her was spending a lot of time together, you know, for me to be deciding between both women. So getting back to it, that's the flaw in that type of thing. And personally, I believe men and women need each other, but the right men and women need each other. Uh, you people that are like sociopaths, narcissists, you guys need to date each other, but y'all rarely do. Y'all tend to date the good ones. Like y'all will mess with each other, but y'all will try to get a good one and then totally mess their life up. Whether you are the man or woman, or whether you're doing it to the man or woman. And yeah, I don't have too much more to add right there. I just get annoyed hearing that thing or seeing those posts of I don't need a man. Okay, fine, you don't need a man. I'm at that point now. I don't need a woman for a relationship, even though I want one. Like, how does that sound? Like, I don't need a woman for a relationship because I can get everything that I need out here because I have a little ching ching ching. Okay. But I want one to have a relationship with. I want the right one. And yeah, so that's just a mess right there. If men was saying the same thing, women would have like a particular thing. It's like the same thing with the men that's going overseas saying that these women over here suck, and of course the women are offended, like, well, they're going over there to take advantage of the women. And look, I understand there's a lot of men that's doing that, but not every man that is his mission. I think when I get serious with a woman again, it probably will be a woman. Either she doesn't think like the women here, or she's not from here. Because I'm tired of street girls, hood girls. I probably will stay away from any woman that's in like hip hop or music, or even probably even entertainment or something like that. Because even some of the dancers I know, they are cool people, but they straddle that line too much, and it's always some guy they have that they're hanging off of, that, oh, this is my best friend, and I know that dude likes her, because no dude's gonna be around attractive girl that he does not like, unless if he's um LGBT or something. But yeah, so anyway, give me a like, subscribe, and once again, Happy New Year's. And I'll have another video coming out soon. And check out the other videos in my catalog. Have a good day.
They say as a man, you should always get a high-paying job so that you can potentially take care of a family. But you should also make sure you have enough spare time to spend with your spouse so that they don't get lonely. If you're a father, you need to be there for and support your children. But don't try to guide them or structure them or especially discipline them in any way or you're abusive. You're expected to be masculine in order to be attractive. But you should also get in touch with your sensitive side. But not enough to cry because that makes you look weak. Women are allowed to hit you, but you should never hit them back. If you even want the chance of having a woman, be prepared to take her out to a fancy dinner and a fancy car and get her flowers and drinks and all of that. But don't expect or ask for anything in return, because then you're pushy. Remember, you have to dote on the girl in every possible way. But in the end, it's her decision as to whether or not all of your time and energy was worth her giving you anything in return. And if she leaves you after a 6-year-long relationship, remember, she's just doing what's best for her. But if you leave her after 6 years, you're a scumbag who obviously never cared. Make sure you're intelligent or women are going to look down on you. But women are always right, so they're going to look down on you anyway. Plus, if you're really smart, they're going to see you as arrogant. And be confident, because confidence is sexy. But don't be cocky. Sleep with too many women and you're just a man whore who's afraid of commitment. But don't sleep with enough women and you're less desirable because of your inexperience. Be independent, but do what you're told. Have high standards, but not high expectations. Accept women at their best and their worst, but change every negative aspect of yourself in order to prove your love. You're a man, you should have all the answers. But if you have all the answers, you're a narcissist. They say as a man, you should always get a high paying